I've been a video game composer for over 21 years now, and I've worked on over 275 video games. Actually in the Guinness Book of World Record as the person who's worked on the most video games in their life. As a fan of video game music, I always wanted to hear this music live, you know? Of course, they had been doing game concerts over in Japan since the late 80s, you know, some of the Dragon Quest stuff, and they were very traditional, symphonic, you know, classical almost in nature. And I just thought, you know, I'd love to hear everything. And it had never been done before. No one had ever done kind of a greatest hits concert before. And so I started going around to all the video game companies, because I'd been in the industry for so long, 15 years at that point, and I had worked with all the different game companies. I'd worked with Namco on Pac-Man, I'd worked with Sony with that, and Microsoft on these. So I had known a lot of the people who worked at the companies. So when I started to go around, everyone thought I was crazy. Everyone thought I was insane. When we did our first show in 2005 at the Hollywood Bowl with the LA Philharmonic, it was the very first time the music to Sonic the Hedgehog had ever been played live. The first time that Metal Gear Solid, Kingdom Hearts, I mean, these are big Japanese titles even, that had never been performed live. You know, and it was because of that fact that, you know, companies like Nintendo and Sega and things were like, you know, really, you're playing at the Hollywood Bowl? With the LA Phil? Okay, we'll be a part of that. I wanted the world there, I wanted the media there, and I wanted everybody to come. I wanted the industry to take pride in this. Everything is completely synchronized, and a lot of people wonder how we do that. And the answer to that question, and shh, don't tell anyone, is that every musician on stage wears a click track. And so they wear a little headphone on their ear, and so every single time, so they know the exact tempo of the song. So when our conductor tonight starts the piece of music, it starts the video, it starts the lights, the computers control it all. I can show you back here, my guitars and everything are super cool. This is my acoustic, which I use for Chrono Trigger and Portal, and this is my Zelda guitar that I kind of customized. I got Miyamoto's signature on there, which is kind of neat. It's completely out of tune, I apologize. So this is our audio board. This is Matt Yelton. He's been with Video Games Live over 5 years, and this is the man that makes it all sound good. Because I mean, think of the challenges we have when we come to a stage. He's got 100 musicians on stage. He's got a couple hours to set up all the microphones and make it sound amazing and mix it and all the EQs and this and that.
Should be able to hear me. Now you can hear me. Yeah. Good. Give me a level on that.
One of the biggest compliments we always get at Video Games Live is how incredible it sounds, and we do it very differently than like a traditional symphony. Sometimes they don't even use microphones or speakers or amplifiers, whereas Matt here, we put microphones on actual instruments and
turn it up.
I've been doing this for about 23 years. 5 years with Video Games Live. For each song we have completely different lighting. We watch all the video, Tommy and myself usually, and we figure out the colors and just what it should look like. Basically what we do is we sit down, we listen to a song and we cue it out, like a verse, chorus, solo here, solo there. And when you design lights, you kind of just, you design what the song should look like and what color it should be, and the music dictates all that, whether it's very slow and blue and slow moving, or it's white and no color and strobing and fast, you know. Just with any song you listen to on the radio, anything, you can always just kind of listen to it and it kind of tells you what it should look like.
we're dealing with, you know, these very highbrow, very prestigious symphonies who are normally used to playing Stravinsky and Mozart. So when we first walk in, you can kind of see some of the older generation of people are kind of paging through going, Sonic the Hedgehog. But then when they start to play the music, to see them kind of look around and nodding their heads going, oh wow. And then, you know, 2,000-3,000 people are screaming and yelling and cheering and clapping like it's the second coming of Elvis Presley or the Beatles. And by the 20-minute intermission, the folks are coming up to us going, you know, I've been playing oboe for 40 years, and I've never heard an audience reaction like this ever. Thank you so much. When are you coming back? We did 3 shows in 2005, we did 11 shows in 2006, 29 shows in 2007, 47 shows in 2008, 55 shows in 2009. We've played everywhere, in every country, from Taiwan and China and Malaysia and Singapore to Korea, New Zealand. We've been all over America, North America and Canada. Mexico, Brazil. I mean, the Brazilian shows are some of the best. There's so many passionate people and gamers down there. It's incredible. The walls are shaking in my dressing room before we go on stage. It's nuts. And then, of course, all over Europe, everywhere from Poland to Ireland to Scotland, Portugal, Spain, France, England, Wales, you name it, you know, we've been there. So, and I think that says a lot for video games, that no matter where we go around the world, people show up by the thousands to come and celebrate gaming. You know, it's so cool. I feel so fortunate to be in that position. Yo, how you doing?
Pretty good.
What is that shirt of? That's
It's
like
a creeper from Minecraft.
My God, man. That's what do you have
Yeah,
there?
it's my second year coming to own BGL. I decided to bring my girlfriend out here this year. So I tried my hardest to get, it was my pretty much my birthday and my Christmas present to get those front row seats like that, especially 2 of them. And I just wanted her to come out to it because I had a great time last year.
Cool. Tonight, like the Street Fighter and the Mega Man.
Every time I try to pull a weed out of the ground, it turns to be a vegetable with a face. Every time I walk in tall grass, there's a wild caterpie waiting for me, and Zelda is my life.
Do you arrange it yourself?
Yeah, actually, this stuff I did.
Awesome. Secret of Mana, good stuff.
How you doing, man? Nice to meet you.
I love video game music, and I'm actually an aspiring video game music composer. I wanted to develop my skills a lot and then maybe send in a demo CD to companies or something. I actually made a CD of one of my songs that I'm going to hand to each of them. Hopefully they'll give it a listen.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to get a picture.
My wife got me tickets to this for Christmas, and it's my first concert ever.
We're helping to usher in a whole new generation of people to come out and appreciate the symphony and appreciate the arts, and I think that's important as well. And so I wanted to create a show for everybody, whether you've ever played a video game or not. And that's why I think it's so important to add all of these different elements, because that's what video games are. Video games are fun. Video games are exciting. Video games are visual. Video games are interactive. Some of the best letters and emails that we'll get after a performance are from the non-gamers, because, you know, gamers, we know the music to Final Fantasy and Halo and Warcraft is awesome, right? But the moms and the dads and the non-gamers out there sometimes have no idea. We're always creating new segments for the show. So if you saw Video Games Live a couple years ago, the show you're seeing now is going to be completely different material. I've created over 65 segments for Video Games Live over the last 5 years. and we've never played the same show twice. If you've never been to Video Games Live, please come and bring non-gamers with you. Bring your parents, bring that girlfriend who maybe thinks you're wasting time playing video games. I guarantee you will convert them. I recommend everybody to go to our website, videogameslive.com, and sign up to the mailing list and put in the music that you want to hear. Always new, amazing music to add. So we want to do this forever.